Good morning, YouTube. Michael Shepherd Jordan here. Welcome back to my channel. Right now, I am at the top of Missouri. I am sitting atop Taum Sauk Mountain on the stone that marks the highest point in Missouri at 1,772 feet, which is pretty cool. But as you can see, it's not really all that spectacular. It's cool to be up here, but there's not like a great view or anything like that. You're just kind of at the top of this rolling mountain. But that's not why we're here today. We are here to hike Mina Sauk Falls to the Devil's Toll Gate. Mina Sauk Falls is not far from here. It's just about a mile that way. And it is actually Missouri's tallest waterfall, which is pretty cool. I don't think it's gonna be flowing heavily right now, just because there hasn't been a lot of rain lately. But we'll still go check it out and see it. And then we're gonna get on a section of the Ozark Trail and hike down a little bit to the Devil's Toll Gate, which is, it's like an 8-foot wide pathway through a 30-foot tall rock formation, which is pretty cool. I've never been there before, so I'm excited to check it out. And then we're gonna finish out the rest of the Mina Sauk Falls Trail. So Mina Sauk Falls is about 2 hours south of St. Louis. The closest town is Pilot Knob, Missouri, which is not too far, but it's really kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's in the middle of the Mark Twain National Forest, and you kind of take some back roads to get here. But we're here, I'm excited. Most of the leaves have already fallen, but there still should be some cool colors. And so yeah, if you guys haven't already, do me a solid, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and mention any comments that you have below. What's your favorite part about this trail? What do you think about Taum Sauk, Missouri's tallest peak? Do you find it as underwhelming as I do? Other than that, thank you so much. And yeah, let's go on a hike, y'all. Well, this is Missouri's tallest waterfall, Mina Sauk Falls. And sadly, as you might expect in mid-November, there's not a lot of water coming down, not a lot of water falling, just because there hasn't been a whole lot of rain. But in the summer, it cascades down all these different rocks until it kind of pools down here at the bottom. Still pretty cool. So we're here at the Devil's Tollgate, and I ran into some new friends. This is Devin. What's your last name, Devin?
Barnett.
Devin Barnett. And he works with the Ozark Trail, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what can you tell me about the Devil's Tollgate?
So, Devil's Tollgate, from what I understand, there used to be an old wagon road that came through here. That's why the trail was so wide in this area. People would travel through here in the 1800s and all that. And then it became a Boy Scout trail called the Taum Sauk Trail, which ran from Ironton all the way down through this area. I think they built it in the 50s. But the tollgate itself is made up of this reddish pinkish rock you see. Is called rhyolite, which is an extrusive igneous rock, 1.5 billion years old. So it's some of the oldest exposed rock in North America. And extrusive igneous rock means it was volcanic. So this whole area that we're in is called the St. Francis Mountains.
Yeah.
So it's an old region of volcanoes, caldera volcanoes like Yellowstone. So this is rhyolite porphyry, which porphyry means if you look at it, you can see like it's got little tiny crystals all in it, all those little specks. And extrusive means that this came out as lava or ash, and then it cooled quickly above the surface and became this a long time ago.
Devin, I'm gonna put his Instagram below. He takes a ton of photos around Missouri. He's a photographer. He's also written a book about hiking stuff. We need to get him to publish it. But yeah, go check him out, go follow him. And then we're gonna go talk to Adam back there sharpening the chainsaw.
So my name is Adam McQuarrie. I work for the Ozark Trail Association based out of Potosi, Missouri. We're out here actually doing tree cutting, so there's a lot of down trees in this area. We do a lot of restoration and maintenance. That's a big maintenance item there, is cutting trees out of the trail. We're on the Taum Sauk. We're actually hiking to what mile is it?
26.
Mile 26 today. It's one of the most beautiful sections. We both really like it. It's got a lot of good views. I mean, the toll gate that we're at is really nice to see, and there's a huge waterfall behind us. Kind of disappointed that it was dry today, but maybe next year I can come back in the spring and see it roaring.
Well, that was pretty awesome running into Adam and Devin. I mean, you could not ask for a better person or people to talk to about the Devil's Tollgate here and the history. It's kind of crazy. It's crazy that this trail was once a wagon trail. It would be very, very bumpy. But this is it. This is the Devil's Tollgate. Now I'm going to hike back, and then we'll finish up with the rest of the Mina Sauk Falls Loop Trail. All right. Okay, let's talk about Mina Sauk Falls to the Devil's Tollgate. Well, to be honest, this might be one of Missouri's best day hikes. I mean, in one hike that is 5 miles, you get Missouri's high point, you get Missouri's tallest waterfall, and you get a super cool and unique rock formation that is very classic Missouri. Add on top of that some beautiful Missouri glades, a nice overlook. I mean, it's just kind of got everything. The only downsides being the waterfall is probably not going to be like a cascading waterfall like you would hope, but that's okay. Also, the trail is very, very rugged. It is a rugged trail. But it does give you some classic Missouri glades that are kind of reminiscent of like hiking in Colorado and places out west, which is pretty amazing. Oh, and bonus, you get to hike some of the Ozark Trail, which is super awesome. And probably the most hiked portion of the Ozark Trail, which is from Taum Sauk, where I'm at right now, to Johnson Shut-ins, which is pretty amazing. I mean, how awesome was it to run into Adam and Devin out on the trail? Super grateful to meet those guys. I'm a little jealous of their job. It seems pretty awesome to just be doing trail maintenance on the Ozark Trail every day. Super grateful for them. Give them a follow. Like I said, Devin is a photographer and he also is a writer, so check him out. Thank you guys so much for going on this hike with me. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I'll see you at the next Missouri hike.